Hello students. In previous lecture of 12th standard, we learned how to find out the inverse of matrix by elementary transformation. Now in this lecture, we are going to know how to find out the inverse of matrix by adjoint method. So to know about this, you have to follow some steps. So first one, find the minors of the square matrix. Second step, that is you have to find out the cofactors of elements, and also you have to find out the cofactor matrix. Just first keep in mind these steps, after all I will explain it. First one, I again repeat, you have to find out the minors of the square matrix. Second one, you have to find out the cofactors of the elements, and also you have to find out the cofactor matrix. Then you have to find out the adjoint by taking the transpose of a cofactor matrix. So all of you know these types of matrix in 11th standard, so you have to use it here. And after finding the transpose of a cofactor matrix, you have to denote it by adjoint of A. And then first we have to confirm that is determinant of A is not equals to 0, and then we have to find out the inverse by using the formula. So to find the inverse by adjoint method, you have to know the formula, that is A inverse is equals to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So to find the inverse by adjoint method, first we have to know how to find out minors and cofactors of a square matrix. So for this we use here a matrix of order 2 by 2 as well as 3 by 3. So first we are going to know the matrix of order 2 by 2. Now just I am taking the example from question number 5, that is practice set to exercise second, that is 2.2. so here the question number 5 we are given is A is equals to minus 1 5 and minus 3 2. So this is the matrix of order 2 by 2, and now we have to find out the inverse by adjoint method. So first, before finding the inverse, the first step is always, that is you have to find out the determinant of A, and it should not be equals to 0. So by finding it we get that is the answer is 13, so it's not equals to 0, so A inverse exists. So after that we have to find out the minors and cofactors as well as. So see, first all of you know that is whenever you are given the matrix of order 2 by 2, you know the position of these elements. So this one is the first element and its position is 11, that is A11, we denote it by A11. After that this one is the A12, here is A21, and here is A22. So what is the meaning of this one? That is A11 means the first element of the first row, Next one, always remember that whenever we write here, that is always the first member, means whenever we denote that is A11, the first element is always row and the second element is always column, is always from the column. So A11 means what? It is first row and first column, so it is the element from the first row and first column. So this is the first column and this is the first row, so it is A11. So what is A12? A12 is, it is the first row and second column element. Here A21, 21 means what? Here is the second row and first column element, and here next one is A22, means second row and second column element. So first we have to know all these ones. So here A11 is minus 1, A12 is 5, A21 is minus 3, and A22 is 2. Now see how to find out the minors. So minors are always denoted by M and cofactors are always denoted by capital A. So to find out the minor of this one, so we have to find out the minor of this number, that is A11 position number. So minor, to find out the minor, just take the cross. So the minor of A11 position element is 2. Here the position is A12, so the minor of this element is minus 3. Next AM 21 means we have to find out the minor of the position 21. So 21, just take the cross, so 5. Next M22, this is the position, so now take cross, that is -1. So it is very simple to find out the minus. Yes, you get it. Next one, we have to find out the cofactors. So to find out the cofactors, there is one formula. So A11, if you have to find out the cofactor of A11, the formula is -1 raised to the, here see the position, that is 11, so we have to take 1 plus 1 to find out the this position, that is a cofactor of the position 12. So -1 is common for all, just we have to change the powers by taking the addition of these numbers, that is if there is a 12, you have to take the addition of 1 plus 2. Here 21, so we have to take the addition of 2 plus 1. 22, so 2 plus 2. So this is -1 is common for this, and you have to multiply this by the minor of 11, minor of 12, minor of 21 and minor of 22. Now see, here -1 raised to 1 plus 1 means here we get the even power, and here we get odd power, again odd power, here even power. So you know that is the, if you have to if you take the -1 raised to 2 means here when it is a -1 raised to 2 even number, then there is no change in the sign. But if the power is odd, then the sign remains as it is, that is -1. So you know that is -1 raised to 2 into 2. So 2 comes from this. We already find out the value of M11 as a 2. So we have to put down here value 2. So M11 is equals to -1 raised to 2 into 2. So the answer is same, that is 2. Now in this case, if we find out the cofactor of position 12, so A12 is equals to -1 raised to 2 plus 1 M12. So -1 raised to 3, that is 2 plus 1, we get here 3. Odd power, so the sign remains minus. So minus, and the value of M12 is also minus. So minus minus becomes plus. So we'll get here plus 3. Again we have to find out the cofactor of the position 21. So the formula is -1 raised to 2 plus 1 M21. So -1 raised to 3, that is 2 plus 1 is 3, and the value of M21 is 5. So 5 into -1, since the power is odd, so it remains -5. And here -1 raised to 2 plus 2, so -1 raised to 4, here the power is even, so this minus sign becomes plus, so -1 is remains as it is. So here we find out the cofactors, that is 2, 3, -5 and 1. So how to write it? So we have to write down the cofactor matrix as it is. So just we have to write down these cofactors like this one, that is A11, A12, 21 and 22. So what is the value of A11? That is 2. After that the value of 12 is 3. Next A21 is -5 and A22 is -1. And so to this is some examples you have also already asked in your textbook, that is only find out the cofactor matrix. So you have to solve up to this. If you have to ask, that is find the adjoint of matrix, so you have to solve up to this. So how to find out the adjoint? So whenever you get the cofactor matrix, that is 2, 3, -5 and 1, just you have to take the transpose of this one. So what is the meaning of transpose? Just you have to take the interchange of columns and rows. So this row become column, so 2, 3 becomes the column, and next one -5, -1, this row become column, that is -5 and -1. So transpose is actually the interchanging of the rows and columns. So in this way we get here the adjoint of A. In some examples you ask about how to, just you have to find out the adjoint of A, so you have to solve up to this one. And whenever we have to find out the inverse, we have to use the formula, that is A inverse is equals to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Just we have to put down the value. So 1 upon determinant of A, we already find out the value of determinant here, that is 13. So 1 upon 13, and this matrix is as it is, that is 2, -5, 3 and -1. So this is all about how to find out the inverse of a square matrix, that is of order 2 by 2 by adjoint method. So there is one simple way to find out the, or it is a shortcut way to find out the adjoint of A, but we can't use in your board exam. just it is useful for to find out the MCQs and in your CET exam. So see, I am taking the same example. So example is A, that is -1, 5, -3 and 2. So I am taking the same example, A, -1, 5, -3, 2. Just we consider it as A, B, C and D. So to find out the adjoint by shortcut method, just we have to replace these values. So A and D just we have to replace and give the minus signs to this one, that is by minus B and minus C. And you can easily write that is, so you have to exchange this position. So 2 get the position of -1 and -1 get the position of 2. So 2 and -1 exchange, and you have to change the sign of these two. So this 5 becomes -5 and -3 becomes 3. So in one step you can get the adjoint of A, that is 2, -5, 3 and 1. And by calculation we get it, that is 2, -5, 3 and -1. It is actually the inverse. Adjoint is 2, -5, 3 and -1. So both having the same answers. See, this one and this one. So this is very simple method to find out the adjoint method, but you can't use it in the board exam. Now we are going to solve the adjoint method, or we have to find out the inverse of a square matrix of order 3 by 3 using the same, that is adjoint method. Again in this example I am going to take the example of question number 5 from exercise 2.2, question number 3rd, example number 3rd. So the question is 1 0 0, A here given 3 3 0, 5 2 and -1. So first we are going to find out the determinant of A. So determinant of A is just taking this, and by solving it we get that the value is -3, which is not equals to 0, and so A inverse exists. If we get this value is 0, then you can't find out the inverse, or you can say that is inverse does not exist. So the next step, that is you have to find out the minors and cofactor. Now see how to find out the minors and cofactors of the matrix of order 3 by 3. So look carefully. So M11 means we have to find the position, we have to find out the minor of the position 11. So where is the position 11? So here is the position of 11. So just draw a imaginary line, that is one horizontal line and one vertical line. So the remaining members are 3, 0, 2 and -1. So you have to write down this one and just open the determinant. So you will get -3. So this is the value of M11. And now you know the value of cofactor, how to find out, that is A11 is equals to -1 raised to 1 plus 1 into M11. So just put down this value, that is -1 square, and the value of M11 is -3, and so we get here -3. So very simple, just you have to find out just you have to keep in mind how to find out the minors. Now see what is the position of M12. So here is the position of M12. So this is actually the position. So you have to draw imaginary line, that is from here you have to draw a vertical line and one horizontal line, and the remaining elements are 3, 0, 5 and -1. So you have to draw this one and just taking cross and or opening the determinant, you will get -3, and you know how to find out the cofactor. Similarly for 13, M13, now your position is here, put a vertical line, horizontal line, you will get 3, 3, 5, 2. So 3, 3, 5, 2. Now find out the M13 and you know how to find out the cofactor. Now what about the M21? So M21 is the same. Now see the position of M21. Now here you have to draw a horizontal line and vertical line. And so 0, 0, 2 and -1. 0, 0, 2 and -1. Opening the bracket you will get the 0, and now you have to find out the cofactor. Same for M22, M23. Now see M31. So what is the position of M31? So all of you know that is this is the A11, A12, A13. Again it is A21, 22, 23, 31, 32 and 33. So you have to know the positions. So here is the A31. So you have to draw a horizontal line as well as a vertical line. So the members remaining are 0, 0, 3, 0. So 3, 0 0 and 3 0. Similarly, we have to find out the M32 and M33. So by solving this, we get the cofactor matrix, that is A11 12 13 21 22 23 31 32 and 33. So you have to put down these values that we have to find, that we find here, -3 3 9. So you have to put down the values here. Now we are going to find out the adjoint of A by taking the transpose of this one. For here we find the cofactor matrix. Now we have to find out adjoint of A by taking the transpose of this one. So how we can take the transpose? This row becomes a column. So -3 3 -9. So make it a column. Second row, now it's second column, and third row, it is a third column. Here we get the adjoint of A. And now to find out the inverse, A inverse is equals to 1 upon determinant of A, adjoint of A into adjoint of A. So we have to put down the value, that is 1 upon, we already find the value of determinant of A here. So determinant of A is -3. So here we have to put down the value, that is -3, and the adjoint of A, we find it here. Now just I am going to multiply with this minus sign with this matrix. So by multiplying we get the answer. So these examples are lengthy, but we have to solve it very patiently. So the homework is for, you have to solve, that is examples 2nd 4 of question number 5 from exercise 2.2, as well as you have to find out question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3. And if you have any problem, then you can ask me or you can message me. So this is all about the adjoint method. So we'll take the next lecture. Thank you.